360-degree reality. Sunset beach, I don't need HGTV. I want the real thing, living off a dream. Give me a couple thousand, I'ma jet to Philippines. Yeah, 360-degree reality.
Okay guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'll be showing you some beginner tips. No, you don't have to use this in the beginning of your designing career. I just recommend it because I just recommend using your tips then because like it really helps you throughout your designing career, but you really use these whenever. So my first tip is to practice, but be balanced. So what I mean is that you should definitely continue designing. You shouldn't give up easily, and if the more you practice, the more you do designs, you will get better. But you have to make sure you balance your life out. Don't just be doing designs all the time, staying in your room doing nothing and just doing designs. Now it may make you feel happy at first, but eventually you'll get burnt out and you may lose confidence in your designs. And it took me a long time to recover from being burnt out, and sometimes I still don't feel as motivated to make designs, and I don't think that my designs are that good. So you really have to make sure you're balanced. I'm really saying this this is super important for me, because being burnt out is not very fun, not being motivated to make designs, but you want to make designs, you want to make designs and you want to get back into it, but you're just not motivated. It's not a fun thing. So you really have to balance out your life with designing and stuff. Okay, so my second tip is that you should take your time on your designs. Don't try and rush and go super fast, because you're not gonna be able to pick out the little details that make your design yours. And it's have you seen the videos where it's designing a design in 1 minute and 5 minutes and an hour, or 1 minute, 15 minutes, an hour, you know what I'm talking about, 5 minutes, 30 minutes, hour. If you've seen those videos before, notice how when they took more of their time, their design looked more detailed. I don't want to say better, because maybe you don't think their design was better, but in my opinion, I thought that when they took their time, their design was more detailed. Now, you shouldn't take forever on your design, because sometimes you can also overdo it, but you should try not to rush and just take as much time as you need. When you feel like your design is good enough and that you're finished, then you should upload it to Roblox and make sure you feel confident in what you make. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so my next tip, which is my third one, is find a designing software that works for you. Now, I recommend some designing softwares. Now, I would recommend Pixlr, but Pixlr just had this update and it kind of just ruined everything, in my opinion, and now it made everything much more difficult. So I won't be using Pixlr anymore, but yeah, but I recommend using Medibang or paint.net. Now, these are more of stuff for if you're intermediate or advanced, I'd recommend, but really you can still use it as a beginner designer. It just may take a bit more time, especially if you're used to using Pixlr like me. I still feel like Medibang can be a bit hard for me to use, and that my designs were better on Pixlr, but I just have to keep practicing so I can get better on using it on other apps. So, other softwares. Now, if you're on PC, I recommend using paint.net, Pixlr, the old Pixlr if you still can access it, Pixlr, and a Medibang. You can pretty much use a lot of different designing softwares on PC. On MacBook, I recommend Pixlr or Medibang. I heard, or there's Photoshop and GIMP and Photopia. So I've heard of those. I don't really use those a lot. I'm pretty sure Photoshop would like cost money, and I don't know about like GIMP and Photopia, but if you do use those, that's great. And on mobile, I recommend you can use Medibang Mobile or Ibis Paint X. There's a lot on mobile for sure. You can also use Pixlr, but Pixlr's a bit glitchy there. So yeah, and also on MacBook, there's like a built-in drawing system, if you know what I mean. But that you can't really do as much as like a software that's like online, if you understand, because like that one is built in. These softwares like are not built in. I mean, maybe Pixlr into like your Chromebook, but like if you understand what I mean, hopefully. Okay, this is my next tip, is get criticism. Okay, this is so important because like criticism, like you're getting advice from other designers on your designs, and maybe you may not think the same thing as them, and you may feel like you're getting hurt. Sometimes when I was sharing my designs on like Discord, I would ask for constructive criticism, like any feedback, and I would get criticism back, and I wouldn't always be happy with what I got back. But then you have to realize that they're trying to help you. Most like designers, they don't give constructive criticism unless they're trying to help you. I've never found anyone that would be trying to like make my design worse. And everyone has their own different ideas, so you really have to ask. And it's also really good because don't just think that you have the almighty opinion and that you're God. Like, you are not God, first of all, in real life, and you're not God in the design community. No one is. I mean, except for like Roblox and stuff, but you know what I mean. Like, you're not God. You don't have the almighty opinion. You're not the Omega. So like, chill. You need to not think. You have to learn that like you have to get criticism from the community. Now, I recommend getting constructive criticism off of Twitter or Discord. That's why I've seen the most active people. Now, people do post on like Instagram and maybe on Pixlr. Also on Pixlr, you can designs there. I forgot to say. I've seen people get it from like Instagram and stuff, but I haven't seen those posts getting popular. Discord, I literally only joined Discord just for the purpose of growing as a designer, and it's actually really helped me a lot. So I recommend getting that if possible, but you do have to be 13 plus or like 12 plus, like 13 and older for it. And now for Twitter, Twitter, you don't really have to have a certain age, but I recommend that if you're under the influence for like Twitter or anything, you should only use it for growing as a Roblox designer. You never know who you're talking to. But yeah, that is my 4th tip. Okay, so for my next tip is make designs that are on your level. Now, I really don't want to say this like I have the almighty opinion in this case, but for me, what's easy is making tank top and jeans. So oh my gosh. So when I got burnt out, I went back to making tank tops and jeans, and it really helped me. So like, if you're a beginner designer like I was, make things that are easiest for you at first. Don't try and make this super detailed, like ruffled dress, and literally all you really know how to do at the moment is make some tank top and jeans. Like, you can, of course, if you practice and watch YouTube videos, you will learn how to do this, but you shouldn't be trying to rush it. Like, take your time. Like, take your time. Make designs that are easy for you. Don't try and rush to become better, because like I said, rushing in your designs, or like rushing in general in your designing career, it's not going to help. Okay, so for my next tip, this isn't really I mean, I guess it like can help you, but it's make some friends in the community. So you should like try and make friends in the design community that design like you. Maybe get your friends into designing. Like, don't use people just for tips and advice. I want to make this clear, but you should definitely try making friends. It will relieve like a lot of stress. It'll give you new strategies and techniques, and you never know like what could happen. But be careful. You never know who is online, so be careful and watch out for that. But you should definitely try making friends. Like, it's really gonna help you, trust me. And be sweet to everyone you meet in the design community, even if they aren't being the best to you. If someone gives you constructive criticism, say thank you for that. So yeah, like, just try and your best to make friends. If you're not finding anyone to make friends with, that's also okay too. You'll find your own techniques. So yeah, but make friends, yeah. Okay, so we are on like tip 6, 7, I don't know. Don't compare your designs to other people, okay? This will make you very unmotivated, and people have a different experience than you do in designing. So when you compare, it's just not gonna go well for you. It's not gonna go well for anybody. So don't try doing that. And like, you have to understand that people are not gonna have the same experience. I know I already said this, but people learn differently. You know, I used to compare my designs to a girl that has been designing on a different program. I was designing on Pixlr, and she was designing on Paint.net. I was a beginner designer, so really all I knew how to make was like a tank top and some jeans, some simple stuff that, I mean, maybe you could make the viewer watching this. And she was like making this beautiful like detail dress and a beautiful tube top, and I was like, why can't I do stuff like that? And she was like making off the shoulder stuff, and I'm like, why can't I do things like that? And she'd been designing, I think, like since like 2015, 14, like, and I just started designing really consistently because I designed since like 2018, but it wasn't consistent, and I didn't really make like shirts and any of that. I made more of like accessories, so mostly in like 2020 I started. Like, she was making, like, she'd been practicing for a while, and I was like, I literally just started that year, and for that year I think I was going pretty good, but it wasn't helping me at all. And people just, they go through different paths. They aren't gonna experience the same things you do. Maybe it takes you 1 month to learn something, but it took them 1 year, and you wouldn't really know that. But it probably took them a longer time to maybe learn some other things that took you a quick time, but it may look better because they were practicing more. So that's gonna be my last tip for this video, guys. I'm trying to post consistently, and Merry Christmas and happy late Hanukkah, because Hanukkah already happened, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, happy Kwanzaa and happy New Year's. I may post a video on Christmas, I may post a video on New Year's, I don't know. I'm being more consistent lately. I'm really trying for you guys. I love posting for you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and like, comment your favorite tip. And if you want me to do a part 2, please let me know. Also, please leave Q&A questions. I want to do another Q&A, guys, and another Q&A is coming up soon, so get prepared for that. Anyways, bye guys.